know beer as a drink made with various ingredients, something to be enjoyed with food. But what if we use beer as an essential ingredient in cooking that food? People often cook with wine, spirits, stocks, and other liquids besides water. They do this to cultivate flavor and chemical reactions. Beer is no different, except that beer offers nearly limitless options. The best part is, a good chef knows to taste his or her ingredients during the process of cooking. And if we're cooking with beer, then who are we to buck tradition? So grab a beer and let's get cooking. I'm Jeremy Storton. I'm a certified Cicerone and the host of the Good Beer Matters podcast. I've partnered with Brewery DB to bring you A Taste of BrewKnowledge. A Taste of BrewKnowledge is a series of videos to help you cook with and pair great beer with excellent food. In this video, we're going to talk about how to cook with the beer we love. First, a quick heads up. If you're cooking with bitter beer, that bitterness tends to dominate the flavor. On that same note, reducing a beer into a syrup will potentiate that bitterness. I urge you to do so sparingly or work with maltier beers. Better yet, reduce wort or unfermented beer to use as a sweetener. The final runnings of wort left over after the kettle is filled is likely going to waste anyway, but it turns to syrupy gold after a little time in a saucepan. You can probably get a growler full of wort from your local brewery, a home brewer, or malt extract from your local homebrew shop. Brining and marinating. Brining and marinating are some of my favorite ways to cook with beer. And since IPAs are harder to cook with because of their bitterness, this method works awesome with an IPA. I especially love a hazy, juicy New England tropical IPA when brining chicken or shrimp for salad or tacos. The meat is packed with flavor and it stays really moist when cooked slowly on a grill. Beer salad dressing. You can make a salad dressing with beer. Say what? Yeah, salad dressing. Other people have used nearly every beer in a salad dressing, and while I haven't tried them all, I do love making a simple vinaigrette with a sour beer like a Gose. Mix some extra virgin olive oil, a little beer, salt, pepper, herbs, and a little acid like a mustard, and we are good to go. Pour this dressing on top of some bitter greens with the chicken I mentioned a bit ago and enjoy. You can drink the rest of the Gose or the hazy IPA you used in cooking, or you can contrast with something like a Kolsch to add golden malt and herbal, peppery hops to accent the salad. Steaming and poaching. Mussels are often cooked with a white wine, so why not a Belgian wit to add the delicate and fruity herbal flavors of orange and coriander? If you like to boil your hot dogs or your bratwurst, try cooking them in a beer like an American Amber or a Munich Helles. You'll add a light bready or caramelly sweetness with a little hop flavor to give it a little zing. And if you don't like eating your broccoli or your Brussels sprouts, I dare you to try them sautéed in a dunkel or blanched in a blonde. Just be careful that your beer doesn't boil over onto your stove because, take it from me, it will be a sticky mess. Beer as a liquid for stocks. Think about ways you use and add liquid to a dish because these are opportunities where beer can add flavor. For example, a British stout adds a nice roasty addition to a pulled pork in a crock pot. A Vienna lager adds a toasty and malty sweetness which makes for a really nice chili verde. And how about a good international lager along with chicken stock in your wild mushroom risotto? Beer in your batter. Using beer in a batter to deep fry our food provides a few wonderful advantages. One is the flavor additions from the beer we've already talked about. Two, the carbonation in a beer will release into the batter, especially when it gets hot. The batter then becomes a little airier and a little lighter. Three, depending on how you're cooking with the beer, you can develop more flavors from caramelization or the Maillard reaction. These are both complex chemical reactions, but think of these as deepening and darkening the flavor like bread in a toaster or cooking sugar to create caramel. Try using beer for the liquid next time you make savory or sweet batter. A few of a myriad examples include porter in your pancakes, batter fried calamari with a cream ale, bitter beer batter fried fish and chips with the British bitter, Cooking with beer is the best way I know to not only add a little spice to life, but to make your food taste better. Have fun with this and experiment, and notice how different beers change the flavor. Just remember, there's a world of craft and culture found in every beer. Your glass awaits.